so that you will not be sluggish, but imitators of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Remember those who led you, who spoke the word of God to you, and considering the results of their conduct, imitate their faith. For you have been called for this purpose, since Christ the Anointed One also suffered for you, leaving you an example for you to follow in the steps. The things you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. Therefore, I exhort you, be imitators of me. Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I'm Kenyatta, the ArtKitech. This will be a reading from the Hoodoo Tarot deck. The title of this reading is, I believe the title is, I might change it, Holes in the Baby's Head. Now, I know that sounds like, what? Exactly. That's what the dream was like. So I had a dream. There was a man in the dream who was married. This man was married. Okay. Someone who kind of comes off kind of mean. Or I don't know if it's mean or just it comes across that way, but it's not so much the person is mean. It just comes across as, I mean, it comes across that way, but it's just like the energy is just, they just don't want to be bothered. Or like they're uncomfortable. Just something it's bothering them. They're uncomfortable. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be around this. What am I doing? Okay. But you didn't see the wife in the dream at first. You only saw the man. And the man had a baby with a woman that was not his wife. Confirmation. No, let me stop. Oh, hold on. Okay. That was not his wife. This was a young woman, a woman younger than him. Okay, this man was probably like 50 or something like that. But the woman he had this baby with was maybe like in her 30s. Okay, maybe like in her 30s, maybe early 30s, mid 30s at the most. Okay, but a very attractive young woman. But she also looked kind of like oblivious to like what the hell was going on. Okay, and I'm looking like, well, I kept seeing the baby, and I'm thinking to myself, well, where's his wife? And I see this other woman hold this baby, and it's like that this baby is hers, not the wife's. And I'm looking at him like, well, what are you doing? You know, where's your wife? And I said, well, maybe they're divorced. Maybe they're no longer together. Because this is not something that they was trying to hide. Okay, it was just very open situation. And it was like his wife knew. But his wife, but he was still married to this woman. I'll put it like that. She eventually came through, showed up in the dream, and still had the same look on her face. I want to kind of say a stank look, okay? It had the kind of same look on her face, like, you know, I won't be bothered, whatever. And it was like, you knew, you know, I didn't ask her, but you could feel the energy that she knew exactly the situation. Yeah, I know. You know, he didn't have the baby with this woman here. But the woman that he had the baby with looked completely oblivious to everything. Like she was new to this whole environment. And she is just looking like, well, you know, what is going on? Okay. He did not have a look of indifference. But he more so had a look of not really knowing what to do, but not in regards of what his wife would think or feel, because it was obvious to everybody around that she knew. And then she came through with the attitude, yeah, I know, whatever, you know. Like she had nothing to say about it. She didn't seem angry. She didn't she seemed indifferent, like whatever. But again, and this woman that he had the baby with, she had, I keep seeing her, very attractive, but she had on a she had a head covering on. Okay, like a babushka. Okay, just I don't know how the hell what they called. Okay, you see folks wearing. All right, but anyway, she had that on. Not a bonnet or nothing like that, okay? But anyway, now there was an older person in the dream, okay, who was in a bed, probably fucking bedridden, can't get out of the damn bed, stuck in that motherfucker. And she was saying that the baby had holes in its head, not on the outside, not anything that you could see on the outside. Because the mother, though looking oblivious to the situation, she wasn't looking distressed about the child. He even held the baby, and he wasn't looking distressed about the child, okay? That, knowing that, okay, this child got holes in the head that we can see, we got to get it to the doctor, what's going on? No. This was, I want to say internal, but probably more like spiritual. I want to say, let me see. This woman, this older person that was bedridden, speaking about saying that this child had holes in its head, she said that she put holes in this child's head. Now, we're not talking about like big holes, just a bunch of little, because I did a video about holes in the air or something like that, okay, and I talked about on the video, in one of the cards here in the Hoodoo Tarot deck, the holes were about the size of the that was in the eyes of one of the was it 2 of knives, I believe, here in this deck, okay, like little holes, little black holes like that, all up in the child's head, okay. I'm hearing aura, spirit, this child's spirit. This woman had done this to this child, and I'm looking at him like, do you know what this woman did to your child? Now, as I'm saying this, I'm here, I know. Okay, so we're going to see what this is all about here. Okay, I guess they're ready to speak. All right, let's get into it. Here we have 8 of Knives, okay, upright, 2 of Knives, see? See the holes, but a little bit smaller than that in reverse. But this is all over the child's head, okay? It, like I said, within, it was like when she said it, I pictured the baby, but it was a like grayish, black and white type of imagery. So I feel like that represents the child's spirit, okay? Railroad bill, upright. 6 of Knives, upright, okay? And them bones here in reverse. I'm not quite sure. When I said to him, she said she put the holes in, but do you know she did? And it's like, I'm hearing like, now I know. I don't think during the dream that, I just remember, let me see. I don't think he said anything. But there wasn't a look of anger either. I mean, like it was just nothing there with him. Not, like I said, not indifferent, but just maybe more so an energy of, I don't know what to do with this situation. Okay, what do I do? Maybe shock, possibly. All right, but let's see here what we have. Okay, 8 of Knives. I'm hearing surprise, awe, okay. I feel like this man was stuck. He had placed himself in something, I'm hearing, in the midst of something that he couldn't get out of. Okay, I don't know how to get out of this. I'm hearing that out of this injury, okay, or you know, this thing, whatever it was, has become injurious to his life. A problem here. Although it's like you can just walk on out. I feel like in this person's mind, maybe they feel like they can't. or they don't know how, or they don't know which way to go or which way to turn, or don't know what to do. I've involved myself, gotten too far in, too steeped in, and I'm here uncontrollably so. Maybe feeling like they can't control this situation, okay, that they're in. Okay, but I feel like they're in their head about it as well, okay, not really like freeing themselves, okay, even mentally, like, stop and open your eyes and look and see. Okay, open your eyes here and look and see and move forward. Get away from this situation, okay, that you've placed yourself in. Okay, I feel like I'm definitely hearing this is something they're allowing to plague them. Holes in this person's life, holes in their story. I'm hearing too many holes, too many lies, burdens. They've burdened themselves being a part of this. I don't know if the baby is real or if the baby just represents something. If it maybe represents this person, I feel like okay, this person is bound here by this situation, not really focusing clearly, or maybe afraid to focus clearly, okay, more so on what they are in need of, okay, or what needs to be done, a choice that needs to be made, a tough choice that needs to be made, okay. All right, let's see. Father of Knives in reverse, John Horse upright, Four of Coins upright, and here we have Daughter of Knives in reverse, okay. Yeah, like I said, not thinking clearly, right? Afraid here. I feel like based off of actions that they took, I feel like maybe they wish they would have thought differently about it. But I feel like this person may have thought, and this is about this man at this point, the man, the father. Okay, they may have thought that they were doing the right thing. I feel like for this man here, he has this kind of attitude or spirit that, he wants to be a man here, okay? And, maybe being a man here for him is, protecting, providing, okay? But definitely the spirit of protection and like this fatherly type of energy, okay, like that's what a man is supposed to do, this, okay, and I'm not saying he's right or wrong, okay, this is his outlook. Wants to be a father to many, wants to protect, provide, okay, but I'm also hearing the word hustle, okay, somebody hustle him out of something, okay, he will hustle people out of something, okay, I don't know, he's a hustler. He lies, I feel like, to get his way, to make things work in his favor. Something is haunting this man, okay, that has him in this energy of feeling like, something about fatherhood, pressure. I'm hearing, okay, a lot of pressure. This woman that he had this child with, he was there, I feel like, maybe to help her, assist her in some way. Maybe she needed some kind of help and assistance, and it became more than that. I didn't mean to have this baby here, okay, with her. I don't feel like that initially was what he was looking to do. But felt the pressure and the need here, you know, I feel like maybe be a savior or some sort like that. I'm a father, okay, a man, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, that type of energy here. Okay. Yeah. Security. Wanted to provide this woman some kind of security. He feels like it's his job to make people feel secure and safe. And I feel like more so particularly women and their children. Now, I'm not saying not his own, but you know how, you know, like back in the day, used to talk about preachers' kids, how sometimes PKs, you know, was wild and everything, because sometimes the thought was here that they would end up abandoning the home, so busy trying to look after the church and everybody, you know, the church folk and their kids and whatnot, that they end up, I'm not so much abandoning it, but being neglectful to their own home. I feel like this person is in this type of energy. So busy feeling a need to protect and provide for others, and again, particularly women. He will abandon, okay, and be neglectful to his own situation. Okay, hence the woman I'm hearing stank face, the wife. And I'm here, I don't want you, no way. You've never done anything, okay, to provide for us. Now, I'm not saying this man did not provide a home for his wife, okay, but I feel like the emotional fulfillment, maybe that she wanted or needed or was looking for, I feel like he could not provide it, because I do feel like there is something here on this man that is maybe attached to him or haunting him, that for some reason he can't seem to release or let go. Maybe he's not even identified it. I don't know. I don't know why I'm here. I'm sorry. I don't know what that's all about. All right, but we're going to keep on going. Let's see. I feel like him in his... I feel like this is a religious person, number one, okay, but I feel like his tendency to, I gotta help the women's and their chillins, okay, be their savior and their rescuer, and you know, and all of that. I feel like he tends maybe to pull himself toward women who, if he's a religious person, they're not. They may not really know anything about religion. I'm not talking spirituality here, but religion, let alone spirituality, put it like that. It simply may not be an interest of theirs, but not because they don't want it to be, but because they just have not been exposed to it. And it's something maybe that they have just, it has not touched them at any point. It has not been in their mind or anything like that at that point. And I feel like he gets them and retrieves them, okay, and pulls them in. You know, I have to save you, be your savior, okay, and help you. Bishop C.H. Mason upright, the big house upright, okay, and 5 of Sticks upright. Like I said, this is a religious person, traditional, or at least they want to be. They think they need to be. They think that's the way to go, the way to be, okay, how to be to save themselves. Like I said, it's critical. There's some kind of issue that this person is dealing with, okay, that I feel like maybe has been plaguing them for... It's been on them I don't know if somebody put this on this person. As a child. I mean, the blockage was placed on them at their birth. Or whatever this thing is that's haunting them, this attachment here that's haunting them, was placed on them at their birth when they were born. They were sacrificed here to some kind of entity. Hence the attachment. I'm here to attach myself to you and bring you burdens. Something about good fortune only in my realm as I see it. Whatever this entity feels is good fortune. Now, I'm not talking about what the world says good fortune. Good fortune for this entity could be fried chicken every fucking night. I don't know. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying. This person is plagued with this. Because I feel like when this child was born, this was placed on this child. This child might have even been conceived for some kind of, this man here. I'm not talking about the baby I saw in the dream. I'm talking about this man who had this child. Okay, this child might have been purposely conceived for that. I'm hearing you eat this child up. You know, continue to siphon off this, eat this child's energy, etc., etc. This man was conceived for that. Born and bred for that. On purpose. This man may be living in a whole realm and reality that has nothing to do with who and what he really is. I feel like this man here is maybe living a life that he does not even feel deep within belongs to him, or is the life that he should be living, or is the who he actually and truly is, but is looking at things through rose-colored glasses like, shouldn't I feel this way? Shouldn't I? Okay, what the life he's living, trying to make himself and convince himself that that's how it should be, that that's how it is for him, when maybe there's something else in him, the real him, the reality of him is saying, this is not me in any way. But feeling like I have no choice. I've been set here and placed here, okay, for a particular purpose, so on and so forth. So I have to do this. And I feel like these women that, I don't know, these women that he feels that he has to protect. Now, he may go to them, okay? But at the same time, these women are sent to him. So I don't know if they are energetically made to place in his energy some kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? All right. But I'm hearing like for him to go to them, they are there to disarm him, to keep him from speaking or being or living in his space, his place, his truth, his reality, what it really is. Okay, here we have Son of Knives, upright. Mother of Six, upright. And Two of Sticks, upright. What was this? Five of Sticks, upright. I feel like this man at one point might have at one point been looked at as a black sheep, talked about, you know, all of that type of shit, how they do folk, okay? As different or whatever the case, you know, he purposely conceived and born, you know, for this little entity here, go on and eat his flesh, you know, and drink of his spirit, blah, 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 mama and daddy, whoever else, whatever cult that this was a part of, the church cult, covenant and whatnot, okay? Okay, so I feel like this man may have been purpose. This might have been something they went through in their youth. You know, it talked about, oh, they've been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated, buked, scorned, talked about as sure as he was fucking born. Okay? But I'm hearing, to make my way through that. To become what they wanted me to become. But I'm hearing, but it still wasn't no good. It's still not working. It's still not true. It's not who I am. But I'm also hearing, but I can't fight it. You may be having a hard time fighting it. Okay, here. He might have been, I'm not saying not now, but when he was being lied on, mistreated, talked about mistreated and all that kind of stuff, Buke scorn, talked about sure he was born and all that, up, down, almost up to the ground. This man in his youth, during this time, he might have been innovative, energetic, gung-ho, vigilant, clever, persuasive. But when you've been set up, conceived by mom and daddy for the entity attachment to be sacrificed, y'all go eat his soul, eat him out of heart and home, whatever's going to be, girl or boy, just happen to be a boy. Okay? And set up here. They had this thing on you. Okay. And then you come through and folk talking about you the black sheep, and they dog you out and all this type of thing. These positive aspects of himself in his youth. Okay, may have been too difficult for him to look at in a positive light if he was going through that. It doesn't be out there talking about me like I ain't shit, blah, 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 this, that, and other. No matter what I do, I ain't good enough. Why can't I be part of the crew? Why I got to be the black sheep? Why they got to talk about me, etc., etc. I kind of feel that this mother of six represents the wife. And I'm laughing because I just heard, you know, like, and I don't care. I don't give a goddamn. He can do what he want to do, or how he want to do it, when he want to do. She just does not care. I'm on my own track, my own life path, doing my own thing. He can do what he want to do, when he want to do it, how he want to do it, where he want to do it. It makes me no difference. Okay. It may, you know, the stank look on her face. It may come, but again, it doesn't look like, you know, I'm just a bitch, I'm just mean, just don't bother me. No, she just looks like the look on her face said, you know, I don't want to be bothered. Don't bother me. I'm not pleased. But I'm here, I'm present. But at the same time, I'm doing my own, I'm doing me. I'm doing my own thing. Again, knowing that this man made this child. You can go save all them women all you want to, knowing that this man has made this child with this woman. It may come across, negative, and people may not understand, and they may not like it or whatnot. But I feel like the reality is people don't really know her, the wife, because of the look that says, don't cross this line. No, you're not getting in and finding out about who and what I am. Doesn't mean, she's an evil head, but you're not crossing this line. She has put up the border. But if you only knew the real her, who she really is. But you won't. You can't. Now, why she is in this dynamic, I don't know. And I'm not, that's her choice. She chooses that. But she is a powerful person, I'm hearing. And I feel like she's confident. You do what you want to do. Because I'm here, I'm free. So there are things in people's lives we don't know anything about. And, closed doors. That's their business. How they operate. Okay. I feel like this man is in a place, honestly, right now where he's got a choice to make. To figure himself out and decide where and which way he's going to go. And to free himself. Okay, of himself, meaning this entity attachment that's been placed on him to make him think and believe that he's something that he's not. That's siphoning the hell out of him. That's got this whatever he's burdened by here, that he can't seem to break himself free from. Okay, now let me see. There's a child I'm hearing, but it's not his. Child is being placed on him as though it is. This is not his. I didn't know if the child was a boy or a girl, but now I'm hearing daughter. This is not his daughter, not his love, the love of his life. Okay, not his child. Okay, not his daughter. Okay, he thought it was, or maybe he still thinks it is, but it's not. I heard the word hoary, like H-O-A-R-Y, grayish white, old and trite. That's what it means. So I heard the mother, the birth mother, represents that hoary something or other. H-O-A-R-Y, not W-H-O-R-E. H-O-A-R-Y, grayish white, old and trite. I'm hearing that hoary side of the street. The side, I feel like, where the old woman was, who was bedridden, who said, I did that, as far as the holes in the child, in the baby's, the infant's head. She placed that woman here, this birth mother, on him. Once again, like I said, these women are like some kind of way thrown at him, okay, energetically, for him to, or that entity in him to to go to them, to you know, I got to save them, okay, to keep him in some kind of trap, okay, to keep him bound, instead of realizing his true self. She placed that energy there on him to keep him there. The older woman who was bedbound, okay. I kind of feel like that mother was innocent here, not knowing anything. Now, we ain't saying the man didn't sleep with the woman. He obviously thought it was his child, but it's not. There are others in this woman's life, in this woman's energy, okay? And when I say innocent, what I mean is I don't think she was purposely going after him to do no dark, devious shit. Okay, she just was a player in the game. Oblivious. What they call them, I think that's what they, a pawn or one of them, well, I want to say non-playable character people. Just empty. There is an infant. It's not his. Now, if this resonates with anybody out there, okay, I ain't telling you what's yours or what ain't yours, but it might behoove you to go get a test, a paternity test, if you're wondering. Because they already done tied your ass down with the energy of these women that they use to keep you entrapped. A woman is one thing you can walk away from. An infant, not necessarily. Then you got to deal with the infant and the woman. Especially one who had no idea what's going on. And if you wake up and find out what the hell going on, how you going to explain that to her? And she's going to be looking at you like, what? You just don't want to be responsible for this shit. And whatever other drama and trauma that can come along with it. Go on, take your test now. This is what I'm hearing. And be free. There were holes placed in this infant's aura. But again, hoary, I'm hearing this old woman that was bedbound. Okay, to keep you stuck and bound. To keep this man stuck and bound. Okay, I feel like, I don't know if it would just be some kind of spiritual, I want to say disablement. Or quote-unquote disability, okay? Or and that will probably play itself out physically, okay? But this was done on purpose, okay? To hurt and harm you, this man. And I keep saying you, so I'm feeling like you probably may watch the video, whoever you are. Free yourself. And I feel like whatever there is something there in your world, in your realm, that you are afraid to free yourself to, but it is who you are. And don't nobody need to know your life. You made a vow, you have a wife, you deal with it with her. If she can't deal with it, don't want to, you know, two adults deal with it, okay? But these things that they're doing to you to keep you bound is because of the lack of freeing yourself and saying, this is what I am. And removing this attachment that they have placed on you to keep you locked in their prison. Rather feed off you than they be fed off of. This was done to you on purpose. Just weird shit. I feel like this, like I said, this is a religious person, you're a religious person. So this might be some church folk and your parents and whatever. Okay. No, hold on. The bedbound woman is bedbound. She's not getting out. She's not getting free. She may be possessed, demonically and energetically possessed. You cannot move. Okay. Nor free herself from it, of it. She placed it on herself. She did it to herself, though. Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you.